Well, I've just put the extension on the my fert spreader. That was the old one, and it's supposed to make it so you can fit 2 bags in, but bloody hell, yeah, they only just fit. I think compound fertiliser might, because it's less runny, might fit in a bit better because it heaps up a bit more. But well, we'll see how we get on, see if we get stuck. Well, just come into the 9-acre field, which I've got the headlands on, thinking it might have dried out a bit because we haven't had any rain for like 2 days, 2 or 3 days. And what a mistake it was to think that, because this is a dry bit. I've just driven through the bit where the baler got stuck, and my goodness, it's wetter than it's way wetter than it was when I mowed and when the baler got stuck. All the ruts are full of water, and I've ended up with a load of fert left in the spreader because I didn't have a spreader calibrated right. So I've just been and spread like 9 acres worth, thinking that, well, I thought I would have enough for sort of 12 acres in my spreader. And 3 acres I couldn't get anywhere near because it was way too wet. I was just making an absolute mess, and then I obviously didn't put anywhere near enough on the bit that I did spread, so I've ended up with like a full bag left over. So I thought, well, I'll just come in here and whiz around this headland, but yeah, it was a mistake because I've just over the other side of that field in the corner where the baler got stuck. I thought I'd be alright with this with 1 bag on. But no, it's made loads of mess. It's way wetter now than it was when I mowed it. Just can't believe it. You know, we're in June now. I quite fancy cutting this for hay because it's gone well past the stage of being nice silage. I just don't know what to do. I was half wondering whether I should get on, if you know I have 2 dry days around about now, whether I should get on and just take it off and just try and get maybe try and make hay on the second cut, you know, because there's no dry weather forecast. So should I just hold out and hope that it's going to be dry, you know, August, September, and try and do a hay second cut then? But yeah, it's made my mind up because there's no way I'd get on here to mow it, so it's just going to have to sit there. There's nothing else I can do. If I come on here and mow that and try and get the bales off, well, try and get it baled and get the bales off, this field I want ploughing. And there's no 2 dry days in a row forecast for the next 2 days, 2 weeks, so I don't know, I give up. What do you do? Is everyone else the same? Is everyone in the same boat? It's just a very strange year, isn't it? Very strange. I mean, what I've just filmed now has been the driest side of this field, so you probably wouldn't know what I'm talking about, but yeah, I didn't turn my camera on quick enough and I had to concentrate driving through the wet bits. Well, I shouldn't have driven through them at all, but I'd sort of committed by the time I set off around the field. But I don't know. If it stopped raining now, we had like a week of dry weather, it'd be nice to think, well, I could make some lovely hay off that. But it is literally going to take a week of scorching hot weather, dry weather to get before the ground's fit enough. And then really we need another week to make the hay. Although the older the grass gets, I suppose the quicker it'll be to make hay, but obviously the worse the quality, so I don't know. What can you do? Still not spreading this fertiliser very quick, but I didn't really want to go and up the rate and put loads on this headland because I don't really want the headland to get miles ahead. I didn't really intend to come and spread in here at all. I'm just sort of wanting to empty the spreader. Here's some wet bits. Look, where we've slid around, it's just full of water. Puddles. Oh I don't know. What do you do? I just feel like giving up and going on holiday or something. Just close your eyes and forget about it. It's very difficult, isn't it? I'm gonna make a mess here now. Well, it's now Sunday, Father's Day, and yeah, we've had a lot of rain. Last night, although the forecast, I haven't checked it this morning, but the forecast has changed. We had some stormy weather yesterday, thunderstorms, some really heavy rain. I haven't looked at the gauge, but yeah, we've had some good showers of rain, just what we needed. But when I looked at the forecast last night, it's cleared. It looks like we've got about 5 days now clear of rain. Well, maybe the odd tiny chance of a shower, but so maybe the it's definitely warmed up. Last night in the chicken sheds, when I was going around, they were still all at 20 degrees inside the sheds in the evening. So hopefully this will be the start of a dry week, but we'll see. I mean, hopefully the forecast that's forecast for like next weekend will get better. The rain that's forecast for next weekend will get better, because yeah, we'll need a week for the ground to dry out now before you could drive on it. So, or at least 4 days. So it's good that there's a bit of dry weather forecast, but yeah, it's not really enough. 5 days isn't going to be enough, even to make silage, because it's going to take till at least, if it doesn't rain now, it'll be Wednesday at the earliest, I would have thought, before we'd be able to travel. So watch this space. Hopefully trying to be positive, because yeah, I don't know, if we get enough dry weather to be able to travel, but then not enough of a forecast to be able to make hay, I'll have to make the decision whether to just mow what I've got left of first cut and silage it, or hang on. But I think it's getting too late. I don't know. You know, you want to be getting your first cut off. If you want any chance of getting a second cut, it wants to be getting off sort of within the next week, doesn't it? I would have thought, but I don't know. What does everyone else think? It's certainly a funny old year. Anyway, I'm just getting my hen jobs done this morning. Anyway, we'll see how we get on. See how the video pans out. Got my camera working again though. The memory card wasn't working, so I haven't done any filming for the last couple of days, but I've got it reformatted now, so should be good to go. Back in action. Sunday afternoon, I'm just pottering about, not trying to have a quiet day. Just been and fetched a load of straw, because I was nearly out of round bale straw. But yeah, the bales are getting worse and worse. They're not aging well. But yeah, it's a really nice day today. And I've looked at the forecast and it looks like it's getting better every time I look. So it's pretty encouraging. So I'm quite pleased. But it's also filling me with anxiety that I just haven't got the amount of machinery that I'd like to be able to get on and make some hay, but there you are. There's always something to moan about. Just brought this crush up. I'm just going to put it outside the workshop if I make some space, because I really could do with a back door on it. Keep looking at these cattle that are getting really big horns in the warehouse. This old crush is missing it. It doesn't have a back gate on it, which makes it very difficult to use if you're on your own. If there's two of you, it's alright, you can drive something in and one of you can shut the head yoke, but I was just wanting to have a go deal on some of these slightly bigger calves, and I thought it'd be really handy if I just had a bit of a, nothing fancy, just a bit of a gate on the back, so I can lock one in on my own and run round and then lock it in the head yoke. That's my plan. So anyway, I'm just going to see what pieces of scrap metal I can find and see if I can just whip up a gate. Probably not going to finish it today, but yeah, that's what I'm doing. So didn't even get into my workshop, and I've just noticed this thing here, which is an old I think it's a guard off the front of a like a, not a forklift, but like a pump truck, electric pump truck maybe, or something, don't know. Which I've cut loads of bits off to use for other things, but I was just thinking, this piece here, which is 30-inch wide, which is the same width as this crook, just that front piece cut off, weld some hinges on, and then I'll just have to come up with a latch. I think that would do, without really doing any sort of major fabrication. So yeah, we might give that a go. Well, it's the next morning, and I'm just out on my deliveries. It's about 9:30. I'm just thought I'd call in at this fast grass field that I bought, the field that I've already cut, that I bought a couple of crops off, and to see whereabouts it's up to, and it's actually, I would say, pretty much ready to cut again. Looking at the spraying job, some docks have really been hammered. I mean, from a distance it looks really clean, but I've just walked past, I can't see them now, back where I've just been, and they do look like they've been touched by the spray. So whether docks, so whether I just missed a strip, which is quite likely, or it hasn't worked on them, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot, I can see a lot of docks, but they're all in the bottom. They're not been killed, but they've been knocked back enough to give the grass a good chance. Look at that one there. Now, you wouldn't say that was dead or thriving, but it's, I mean, it's done the trick. It's certainly not going to be producing a lot of seeds in a hurry. So, but yeah, it's seeding, this grass. I would say it's just right to cut now, really. There's some patches, again, I don't know whether I've missed to put fertiliser on that in strips, but there's some really pale patches. The top of that bank is really is lighter in colour. So it's, I mean, you wouldn't have thought it'd be short of moisture, because it's basically not really stopped raining like every other day since I've mowed it. So I wouldn't have said that the top of the bank is dried up, but maybe it's just not got quite as much nutrient in the soil up there. But yeah, anyway, it's answered my question. Getting bloody soaked here. Yeah, I thought yesterday was going to be the start of our dry spell, but it spoiled it last night. It woke me up about 4 o'clock in the morning. We had 3 mil of rain last night, a real heavy shower. It wasn't forecast, but it didn't surprise me, because when I went to bed last night, the sky was full of black rain clouds. So yeah, anyway, hopefully today will be the start of the dry spell. This field travels, well, as you've probably seen in my videos, this field travels alright, so it won't take too much. I wouldn't want to mow it today, but if we have a dry day today and another dry day tomorrow, I think you get on here and mow this. And then the big question is, what do you do, silage it or try and make some sort of haylage? You'd have a hell of a job trying to make hay of this stuff, because the stalk of the plant just holds water forever. You just cannot get the green out of the stalk. I've tried it before. I mean, you can do it, but you probably need like 10 days of scorching sunshine. Or you'd be best leaving it a bit longer before you cut it, another 2 weeks maybe, which I don't really want to do, because if I cut it now, I think I'll get another cut in like September. So I'm keen to something. Doesn't look as though there's going to be as much on it, but it looks a lot cleaner. So anyway, it's answered my question. I come to have a look really to see whether it wants mowing like right away, or whether it wants leaving a week or leaving 2 weeks. tanks, but the answer is it could be cut any time, so we just wait till everything dries up a bit, and this will be one of the first fields to mow. I've got another little field that I want to mow for hay that will definitely travel because it's dry. It's just going to be one of them years, you just got to pick bits and bobs, and which in a way has worked out well because I'm on my own and I've only got one tractor. But yeah, there's no go and mow the whole lot in one go and get it done sort of attitudes this year. So anyway, just taking a loader off this tractor because I don't think, hopefully the next thing I'll be doing with it is mowing, so I don't really want the loader on. Just going to fill up with fuel because I've got a fuel delivery coming and I'm not quite sure it'll all fit in the tank, so I'll fill that tractor up and that'll fix the problem. Yeah, a bit short on Brewers Grains this week. They only gave me 2 tubs, I think. Yeah, 2 tubs. I still had a bit left over from the time before, and then they said there'll only be 2 or maybe 3 tubs this week because they're only doing 1 brew, because obviously no one's drinking beer. I mean, I imagine it's all weather related. We're all in the same boat, aren't we? Anyway, hopefully this is the last time I'll spend a whole video moaning about the weather. Because the forecast looks good. It's a real shame we had that 3 mil last night, but anyway, what can you do? So yeah, when I got some straw, so I'm sort of stocked up with straw, but yeah, it's not getting any better quality. I've sort of finished the stack that I've been collecting from now, or there's only less than a load left. So, but yeah, it won't be long, will it? They'll be cutting winter barley, I would have thought. But it's going to be dear, isn't it, this year? I would have thought straw off the field, or in any way. But so yeah, right. Well, I'm going to go and have my breakfast, and yeah, looking forward to the next this spell of dry weather hopefully we're going to get. So it seems like watching other video, like watching Farmer Phil and Dove Farms, we seem to be getting, everyone's moaning about the weather, but it seems a lot drier in Ireland and a lot drier up the north of this country, but we seem to be getting every single shower here. We're not missing a single one, so hopefully that's all over and done with now, and we can have a bit of drying time because we blooming need it. So yeah, positive vibes on the next video, nothing but. Thanks for watching anyway, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now. So this is what I've come up with for this back door for the crush. So I did have to do a little bit of modifications. I had to cut this piece off because it was to have it wider than the crush. It was always going to catch whatever gate you had it tied to, or if you had a gate tied to this bar. So I had to shorten it, but I kept this piece on so that's what stops the gate rather than them bending this latch. But yeah, I'm quite happy. It's worked out alright, I think. I think it'll do the job. Yeah, took a little bit longer. Just took a couple of hours fiddling around, but well, I don't know, maybe 2 hours maybe by the time I took it back to the workshop. But yeah, quite pleased really.